Hi there, my name's Will Cottrell and welcome to Brighton Energy Co-op's video podcast. And in this podcast I'm going to be looking a little bit about the history of Brighton Energy Co-op and case studies of other energy co-ops in the UK and beyond. So Brighton Energy Co-op started here. This is Copenhagen, December 2009 at the climate talks. As you can see, thousands of people on the street, hundreds and thousands of people on this demonstration, and some of it was degenerating into this kind of thing. Meanwhile, inside the conference centre, this was going on. And as we all know, the result of the conference was a big zero, producing no results whatsoever. So I came away from this conference very much convinced that the authorities and our governments were not committed to acting on climate change, and as a result I felt that it was very much now down to us. So a grassroots effort would be needed to do something about climate change. And I had the good fortune to spend a couple of days in Denmark after the conference, and I went across to the west of Denmark to look at the Vestas wind turbine development plant. And on the way I noticed that the Danish countryside, it seems to be populated by lots of wind turbines, and it's not wind farms. Every town and village seem to have one or two dotted around in the fields outside. And I couldn't work this out. It was very strange, and I started looking into it, and I uncovered a report from the DTI, and this shows you where Danes are getting their energy from for the last 20 or 30 years or so. And this top section here is renewable energy. So in 1980, that's about sort of 3% developing, 1990, and growing through 2000s, and today it's at 20%. So I started thinking, well, okay, who's putting up this renewable energy in Denmark? And that's what this chart here shows you. Now each date is divided into three columns. The column on the left, the dark blue column, is private industry, in the middle it's cooperatives, and on the right utilities. So as you can see, before 1990, cooperatives are putting up the majority of renewable energy in Denmark. And that continues through till about 1996 when private industry starts taking off, but even through to 2000 and through to today, cooperatives are still putting up sizable chunks of renewable energy in Denmark. So I came back to the UK and I started investigating what's going on in the UK. Do we have energy cooperatives over here? And this is Westmill in Oxford. 5 wind turbines. Here they are underneath one of the turbines. So 5 wind turbines, £4.6 million raised, 2,700 members, and electricity for over 2,500 homes. So this was done 3 years ago in 2007, and this is the largest energy co-op in the UK to date. Meanwhile, up in Cumbria, this is the Baywind wind generating facility. Small town in the Lake District. Raised £1.2 million, 1,300 members, 2 70-metre wind turbines, and electricity for over 1,000 homes. Again, not bad for a small town in the lakes. Now this is Middelgrunden, and this is the biggest in the world, the most ambitious to date, just north of Copenhagen, a Danish wind energy cooperative. 40 megawatts, 8,000 members, 10 offshore wind turbines, and 52 million euros raised from within the community of Denmark. Now I think what this goes to show is that energy co-ops work. Large scale renewable energy consistently being put up from money and effort within local communities. It's been done before, and it can be done again.